Okay, so this first section is just about least common multiple, which actually doesn't have any fractions in it. So you can look forward to one section without fractions. But we need to know how to do this so that we can do things with fractions in the future. The least common multiple is the smallest number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. Do you know what a multiple is?
Yes.
That's where like you count by a number.
Could you give an example?
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Those are all multiples.
Oh, so it could always be 100.
So the smallest common multiple of two or more numbers. There's three methods we're going to work on. All three of those methods are usable. Some are more advantageous depending on what numbers you start with. Using a number line is our first method. We're going to find the least common multiples of 3 and of 4. So use a number line to skip count, they call it. We're going to skip count by 3 and we're going to skip count by 4 because of those two numbers. So quickly make a number line here. We're going to start with just 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up to like maybe 15 or something. Try to keep them as evenly spaced as you can, but it's not that important as long as you label them. So a real number line would be exactly evenly spaced. All right, so we've got our number line. We're going to count by threes. So we're going to start at the 3 here. And the next 3 is 6. The next 3 is 9. The next 3 is 12. The next 3 is 15. Okay, so we counted by threes. And then we're going to count by 4. So we're going to start at 4. And the next 4 is 8, and then 12. And what do you notice about the 12?
They're connected together.
Both the 3 and the 4 landed on the 12.
Oh. I get it.
So the least common multiple, the first time they land on the same one, so our least common multiple of 3 and 4 is 12.
Could it be 100?
So that's one way to find a least common multiple, is make a number line, do your jumps counting by those numbers. That's one way to do it.
That's easy.
Okay? That's one way. That works pretty easy for small numbers, and if I give you a number line.
Oh, okay.
Method number 2. It's not 1 because you can't start at 1. So if you count by threes, you don't start at 1, Zach. You start at 3. Okay? So multiples, you'd start at the number you have. So the next one is to use a list. Now, on this one, you are going to list the multiples, which are that's like the count by. You're going to count by those numbers of 4, 5, and 8. So for 4, we said 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. And those go on forever, right? You can keep going. 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, forever and ever. 8s, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, forever and ever and ever. Okay? That is another way to do it. And then you find the number that is in every one of those lists. Which number is in each of those lists?
40.
There is a 40 in each list, so the least common multiple of 4, 5, and 8 is 40. Now, the book is not going to give you lists like I did. I did that to shorten our notes. You're going to have to make those lists if you want to use that method. Okay? So count by those numbers. That method works really good for smaller numbers. It's really easy to count by 5s. It's really easy to count by 10s. It's really easy to count by 2s. But when you get to bigger numbers, you want to use this method. And I chose small numbers here to make it fast for us. But we'll do a couple examples later. So prime factorization. We did this last chapter. That's where you make your factor trees. So For 15, that is like 3 times 5. And both of those are prime, so I can stop there. For 6, it's 2 times 3. And for 22, 2 times 11. So I chose quick ones for us here to make it, so our example is quick. So for 15, my prime factorization is 3 times 5. For 6, my prime factorization is 2 times 3. And for 22, it is 2 times 11. Okay. So those are 3 quick ones. Write it in exponential form. Well, those don't have any repeats, so we're just going to leave those the way they are. Okay? To find the least common multiple, multiply each prime factor once with the greatest exponent used in any of the prime factors. Okay, that's a little confusing. All right? So look at those numbers. What is in the number 15? What numbers are in there? The prime factorization. 3 and 5. So in ours, we are going to have a 3 and a 5. The number 6, what is in there?
2 and 3.
A 2 and a 3. There's only one 3, right?
Yes.
And there's only one 3 in 15.
Yes.
So we're only going to have one 3.
Okay.
Okay? 22, what's in there?
2 and 11.
Okay, we've already used the 2.
So 11.
So we're going to add an 11 on there. So you're taking the most of any number. There's 1, 2, there's 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 11. You're going to multiply those all by each other. So this is where calculators come in handy.
Yes.
But we can do that really quick. I'm going to do 2 times 5 gives me 10. So I'm going to do these guys first. That's 10. 3 times 11 is 33. So we got 330. That is the lowest common multiple of 15, 6, and 22.
That's not low.
That's the smallest number that all of those fit into. That's the least common multiple. Okay.
That's easy. I could do it.
So let's try an example here. This one, let's do prime factorization because it's got a 9 in it and a 4 in it. So let's do the factor tree of a 3. Really just gets us down to 1 and 3 because 3 is already prime. 4 is 2 and 2. And 9 is 3 and 3. So you have 3 here. You have 2 times 2, and you have 3 times 3. 2 times 2 we could write as 2 squared. Do you agree?
Yes.
And 3 times 3 is 3 squared?
Yes. No.
So when I look at this, what numbers do I have here?
A 3, a 2, a 3.
Okay, I have a 2 and I have a 3. There's no other different numbers. Do you agree?
It's just 6.
So how many 2s do you have? What's the most 2s you have in one number?
2.
2 of them. So you're gonna use a 2 squared.
What? Oh, yeah.
What's the most 2s you have? Or sorry, what's the most 3s you have in a number?
3.
2 3s. So you're gonna have 3 squared. There is a single 3 all by itself, but there's also 2 3s. So you're picking the one that has the most.
Why is that one single? But it's a 1 and a 3. Because it's a single.
So now do your multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is
6.
9.
4.
3 times 2.
It's not 3 times 2, it's 3 times 3. 3 squared is 3 times 3. 4 times 9 is 36. That is my lowest common multiple. If you don't believe me, we could list the multiples of 3. We'd go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. We get to 36. See if 4 overlaps at all. 4, 8, 12. Oh, 12 and works for 3 and 4. But does it work for 9?
No.
9, 18. Okay. So 12, 16, 20, 24. 24 works for 3 and 4. Does 24 work with 9?
No.
No. 28, 32, 36. Ooh, 36 line. So 24, 28, 32, 36. So 9s now. 9, 18, 27, 36. So 36 is the lowest common multiple. When you do prime factorization, it works best with really big numbers because I could easily count and list the multiples of 3 and list the multiples of 4 and list the multiples of 9. I could do that pretty quick. So don't feel like you can't use the other methods with small numbers. Prime factorization works good with big numbers.